Legislative Branch Jigsaw Activity. Group 2. U.S. House of Representatives. The People's House. How is the House designed to reflect the will of the people? As you may recall, the framers of the Constitution wanted the House of Representatives to be responsive to the popular will of the American people rather than the broader interests of the state. The Constitution's design of the qualifications for the House reflects this goal. Qualifications, terms in office, and elections. The Constitution sets formal qualifications for membership in the House of Representatives. All representatives must be at least 25 years of age, be U.S. citizens for no less than 7 years, and be legal residents of the state where they are elected. Though they are not required by the Constitution to do so, representatives traditionally live in the district they represent. Members of the House of Representatives serve 2-year terms and run for re-election every other year. Congressional elections take place in every even-numbered year on the first Tuesday after November 1st. Each congressional election, every seat in the House is up for grabs. With the next election never far away, House members need to be responsive to their constituents or the people whom they represent. As a result, they react quickly to current events and trends both in the district and across the country. To maintain this responsiveness, most representatives leave Washington, D.C. to visit their home districts frequently, sometimes every weekend. Incumbents or current office holders often retain their seats following elections. However, congressional candidates face different challenges with each election. For example, congressional elections that occur in years where there's no presidential race are called off-year elections. Off-year elections can be more difficult for candidates who belong to the same political party as the U.S. president. Voters from the president's political party tend to participate in off-year elections in lower numbers than they do in presidential election years. Through much of recent U.S. history, the president's party loses seats in Congress in off-year elections. The frequent elections or shifting membership for the House of Representatives often mean that new issues are introduced each term. Size. The Constitution does not fix the size of the House of Representatives. Instead, it can be changed by Congress itself. With the exception of a brief period after Alaska and Hawaii attained statehood in 1959, the House had 435 members since 1913. The Constitution requires that seats be distributed or appointed among the states on the basis of their total population. This is determined every 10 years by the United States Census. The Constitution requires Congress to reappropriation its 435 seats in the House based on the results of the census. As a result, the makeup of the House changes every 10 years to reflect national demographic trends. Because of migration to the Sun Belt in recent decades, many northern states have lost seats in the House, while states in the South and West have gained votes and influence in Congress. In the 114th Congress, California was the state with the largest population and sent 53 representatives to Congress. Some of these representatives came from geographically small but very populous districts. 18 different representatives to the 114th Congress had districts that included portions of Los Angeles. The state with the smallest populations, such as Vermont, Montana, and Wyoming, had only one House member each. Because members of Congress represent small segments of larger populations, it is common for representatives from the same state to have very different political interests. A representative from a district in downtown Los Angeles will likely have different interests from someone representing farming towns in the Central Valley of California.